Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Bills going up against the Chargers. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
Okay, Larry, we are a little less than 10 miles inland from the blue waters of the Pacific Ocean as we greet you from lovely San Diego, California. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Buffalo Bills and the San Diego Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. An early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll. They
passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch Derek Carr grow as a pro. When he was a rookie, they tried to game plan around him so that he didn't have too much responsibility. Now, I don't think they can heap enough things on his shoulders because they know he can handle them.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Play clock winding down. Now back to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 61 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. Oh, spinning away. And now San Diego getting set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And they'll get 17 yards there. Good enough for a San Diego first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The starting lineup for the Chargers of San Diego. Who are we discussing out of this unit, Charles?
A big guy out of Arkansas. Their tight end, a second-round pick, Hunter Henry. Many people had a first-round grade on him. Thought he was the best tight end coming out of the draft. Has the ability to get down the middle of the field, get into the seams, and knows how to find dead space against the defense and create plays.
Second down following the run. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's got room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. So they're challenging the spot. If you're a coach, you hesitate to throw the flag anytime it's a spot discernment.
You certainly do, because you feel like that's not one you're likely to win, and you may need that challenge flag for later in the game.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Carr. Boy, fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. So, Charles, that's Exhibit A for the danger of running a toss play this close to your own end zone.
And how well was that defended? Someone was able to come up and set the edge. You can't go around him. And this time, he's left with just nowhere to go.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
One receiver left, that's Allen. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And Carr seems to be in some pain. He's still down. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. So, boy, Derek Carr heads to the bench. And they'll hand things over to their backup quarterback and task him with preserving this lead. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
No matter what play call you have on, you're always conscious of edge pressure disrupting you. And it doesn't matter whether it's a pass or a run. And in this case, it was a draw, and the edge pressure came in and destroyed the play. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. So a big third down hookup here will take us to the break. 9-7. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, and they've got it here with a first down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
All right, here we go. Blue landed.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there from 6 yards away. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Getting your back quarterback involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, you don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
4 yards remaining now on second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Flex round!
And they'll go on the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll drop the throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. One receiver right is Watkins.
Come on, let's go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught at the 2. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll give it to him right up the gut. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They come up in an offset eye. From the 4, it's second and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bills have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So second and medium, second and 5 now. They'll look to throw here. He's got time in the pocket. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
One of the selling points of the in route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This one from 35 yards away. And Lambeau will put this one through, and it will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more. So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the third quarter. And they'll run it here. Fighting through. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter, because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
3 yards to go on second down. And on the ground they go with the running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Colton Schmidt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the play clock's running down. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Here we go now. Detroit!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got a man. It's Williams. Williams loses the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play action pass and completing it.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. Oh, what a juke into space. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, it's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 22-yard touchdown ground. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go. Round 38.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They can't tack. He's got daylight. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Their dangerous wide receiver. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll look to throw here on first down. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football? They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Green 39.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Surveying the field. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. As Ike went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
So they settled for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete right side to Benjamin. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this down just shy of the 20. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, that run is exactly what you expect from someone of his stature. This is a big back, so you expect him to break some tackles and gain some additional yardage. And it pays dividends, not just for himself as the game goes on, but for his team. Because when he can break down defenses and allow that type of production to happen.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got four down.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here.
Hey, boys,